conglomerate, and it's not a pure rock. When you look at it, it's basically a mixture of the big pieces of pebbles and gravel and the small pieces, of the grains of sand which are cemented together. Now, moving ahead, this is basically how it looks, the conglomerate. The clearer picture will be present in the book on page 169. And before I move ahead, I would like to basically show you an animation of how the sedimentary rocks form in order for you to have a clear understanding. So let's go to the animation or the video, and you will watch the video kindly and hear my voice because I won't be covering the unnecessary parts of the video. So why are these stripes on a cliff face near the beach like this? Because there are like strips, okay, of irregular shape. Why are they like this? Think of it. Now, if you look at side of a cliff, they're basically just like Grand Canyon in Arizona we studied about. So what causes this basically? Over the passage of, basically we talked in the last chapter already about weathering and how erosion causes the top surface of the clay or mud to be eroded away with either the flow of. So basically what happens is over the passage of time, the grains settle down, like just in the video, the grains are settling down. Then deposition takes place. This is the process of deposition. And as the deposits go on increasing and increasing, the pressure on the bottom layer increases. As a result of that, they start compacting, as you can see. And this is called compaction. Now, as the compaction takes place, these pores start getting filled with the lighter layer. The sediment having smaller grains passes into these parts as I'm hovering the mouse on the screen and causes it to fill up, causing the hardness of the rock. So it's porous to some extent, but also very hard. So these are horizontal layers of sedimentary rock. Now, to summarize this, erosion basically causes weathering and transport of different grains, and deposition and compaction and sedimentation causes, and new sedimentary rocks are thus formed. So this is how the sedimentary rocks basically form. Moving back to your book. Now, this is book page 170. Sedimentary rocks, we already have studied, like I told you, how they're formed. The sediments or weathered rock pieces transported and deposited by water currents. They basically pile up in layers and become compacted. And then the salts precipitate out of the solutions. And it can be the dead organisms and shells and bones, basically of the marine creatures, which accumulate and become compacted. Moving ahead, go ahead and pause the video, give this a good read yourself, or if you are finding it difficult, open book to page 70. This is the second paragraph on that. Go ahead, pause the video and do it. So basically, me moving ahead, what happens is sedimentary rock is formed as a result of the compaction and cementation of the sediment grains under pressure over a longer period of time. And right now we've studied about conglomerate, but besides that there is sandstone, siltstone, limestone, coal and shale, which are other examples of sedimentary rocks. I would highly appreciate and instruct you to look at the pictures of these kinds of rocks from the book. Now, moving ahead, in general, the sedimentary rocks basically, this is page 171 of the book, have interlocking textures. Just like I showed you, remember? Interlocking textures means the way we saw this video. See, these are causing, this is interlocking. They're interlocking each other with the passage of time, right? They are interlocking. So as you can see, these are locked, okay? So interlocking textures and are porous. Porosity is the space, of course, we studied in the last chapter. Some sedimentary rocks such as limestone may also contain fossil fuels, which are preserved remains of the organisms which lived a very, very long time ago. Now, limestone basically is a very, very common and important stone, you could say. It is very rich in calcium carbonate, and there are different kinds of limestones.